Your Chef Magic has got a lot smarter. We are thrilled to announce the biggest update ever for your Chef Magic and for the WonderChef app. This update is designed to give you more features to work with and far greater control on your Chef Magic and on the WonderChef app. So your cooking becomes far more enjoyable. With this update, you will be able to customize and save your cloud recipes, create your own recipes from the mobile app, enable system-wide vegetarian mode, go back and repeat any cooking step while the cooking is still on, use the brand new turbo mode, search better and get better results. And most importantly, enjoy the brand new user interface on your Chef Magic and on the WonderChef app. So let's update your Chef Magic. Once you connect your Chef Magic to Wi-Fi, this update notification should come through. Just press update and the process will begin automatically. Chef Magic will download all the necessary files from server, will restart once and will give you the brand new operating system. Now that we have installed the new Chef Magic operating system, let me walk you through this. As you see, the homepage is completely revamped. There are two prominent tiles. One is recipes, second is modes. Every cloud recipe goes under the recipes section. Your own creations, the recipes that you edit and store will be part of recipes. Anything that is not a recipe is basically a mode. All your simple chef operations, DIY modes would be part of modes. When you press this hamburger icon, you get to see the settings panel. So you have Wi-Fi settings, you have language settings, you have information for device where you can check for new software packages as well time to time. You have brightness control, and the new thing that we have added is the volume control. Apart from all these options that you are getting to see here, what the new feature we have added is the vegetarian mode, but I'll talk about it later. Search is probably the most used feature. A lot of users prefer searching recipes, and that's why with this update we have made search even better. Now the search function does not only take the recipe titles into account, but at the same time it looks into ingredients as well as the description. Let me show you how it works. Let me try and give you a demo. I am searching for Diwali. Now I know for the fact Diwali does not come into any recipe name, but let's see what happens. Look at this. We got Karanji, we got Chakli, we also got Shankarpali recipes. Why? Because the search now takes the description as well as the ingredients into account. Like search, we also have weigh option with a large dial. During cooking or otherwise, you can simply add any ingredients in the jar and it will give you the weight of it immediately. Now let's explore the recipes section. You can see various categories of recipes here, with nice beautiful images and number of recipes inside every category. All your favorite recipes will be seen under this menu. Your cooking history is under this menu. You can also select month and year to understand in which month you cooked what. When you jump inside the category, you see bigger tiles of icons along with the recipe name, how much time it takes to cook that recipe, and the serving size. You can mark any recipe as your favorite right from here. As I was mentioning, search is important for many users and that's why we have given it a priority. You can see search functionality right here. Because we have given prominence to search function, we have made it available across the screens. So you have this under the recipe section. Whenever you go inside a category, even then you get to see the search function. The modes section houses all your simple chef functions and DIY function. As you can see, all simple chef functions are listed here. Like earlier, we have retained the all important DIY as in do it yourself function. DIY functions allows you to precisely control the cooking, so you can use Chef Magic for any type of cooking. 4 important parameters when it comes to cooking a dish, that is the temperature, the speed, whether you want to chop something or you just want to stir something, the power and the time, all can be controlled using the DIY function. Unlike the earlier version, this version leverages the entire screen for this operation, giving you better visibility and control. Choosing anything is very easy. I can simply choose power, I can work with temperature, and I can also select speed, and when I'm ready, I can simply start the operation. Now, let me tell you one interesting thing. The new DIY function will also allow you to start with a delay. Okay, so let me show you how the delayed start function works. I'm putting in few parameters and I want this for only 1 minute. Okay, but instead of playing press, now I'm going to this clock icon and now I'm saying, okay, I want you to start this function only after 15 seconds. Okay, so now the 15-second timer is on, and once the time is over, you will see the machine will start its DIY mode. See, now the machine has started its DIY operation. Let me stop this. This is very important function because today when working in kitchen, you may want to start something only after a couple of minutes or 10 minutes because you are focusing on something else. This we believe will be a handy addition for you. Apart from this, we have also introduced brand new feature, that is the turbo mode. Now in Indian kitchen, and especially when you want to cook something which is authentic Indian, a lot of time we need to grind hard spices, or sometimes we need that extra power for grinding spices. This new turbo mode is perfect for quick blending and grinding. Let me show you how it works. So just tap and hold the circle, and when you are done, just release it. This is ideal for chutneys, batters and smoothies, something that is everyday necessity in Indian kitchen. Now let me show you one of the most requested feature, the ability to edit cloud recipes. So let me select one recipe. Now here is this recipe. I can click on this edit icon and start editing the recipe. I can change the name of this recipe. Say I'm just adding one to this. I can add creator's name here. I can change the serving size if I'm going to change the ingredients. I can change the description. I can also add my own tips if I want to. I can tweak the ingredient level, and then I can customize any of the steps. I can change instruction. I can change the parameters, that say the speed at which it works, the temperature I need to have for this, the power that probably I want, and of course the time. I can change this way anything and everything about the recipe, and I press save. I'm saying yes, and now this recipe has been saved on my device and on my Wonderchef app. So when I go to my recipes, I see two tabs. One, my creations, like earlier the recipes that I created and stored on the device, and second, modified recipe. So look at this, vegetable oats upma 1. This is the recipe that I have recently edited. Now it appears on my device. While every recipe in Chef Magic is by Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, sometimes we do want our own unique touch to it, and that's why we have introduced the ability to edit any cloud recipe. With this update, now every dish can reflect your taste. Now let's run this recipe and see what happens. Okay, I edited the recipe on the device, and that's why it is asking me to synchronize this on my mobile phone. Okay, so I'm synchronizing this. The moment I synchronize this recipe, it appeared on my mobile phone, and now I can start cooking. And you can edit any cloud recipe on your new Wonderchef app as well. All I have to do is just press edit. It will give me option to change every parameter. So let me one in the title, just so we could distinguish. I can change any ingredient, any step, and any parameter as well. And now let me save this recipe. The moment I save this, this should appear inside my recipes and inside my customization. So here it is, Namak Pare 1. Let me start and cook. And because it is connected to my machine, now the machine has started cooking Namak Pare 1. My phone is connected to the Chef Magic. The recipe got synchronized in real time, and now the machine has started cooking. And at the same time, it has also appeared inside my modified recipes section. Here it is, Namak Pare 1. Now you would imagine, hey, I edited a cloud recipe, then will that change be reflected for everyone? No. When you edit any cloud recipe, the actual cloud recipe stays as is. A copy of it, an edited copy of it, is stored on your machine and on your Wonderchef app. It stays live and active only for you. It does not get synced with cloud for others. Now let's explore another interesting feature that many of you would find extremely useful: the vegetarian mode. Along with this new OS, we have enabled vegetarian mode for your Chef Magic. When you activate it by changing this toggle switch, one interesting thing happens. You go to recipes and now you will get to see only vegetarian recipes. No non-veg recipe would be seen in the system. You will not even see the categories like chicken, mutton anymore once you select this. Now, the moment I selected vegetarian mode on my Chef Magic, it also got synced with my mobile app. So here you will see vegetarian mode has already been selected, and when I go in my recipes, I only get to see vegetarian recipes only. You can select or deselect the vegetarian mode on any of your device, on your Chef Magic or on your Wonderchef app, and it will sync with the other device automatically. With this app update, you get another superpower, that is creating recipes on your Wonderchef app. This feature now takes out friction completely, isn't it? You will find it super useful. So let's create more recipes of your own. Let me show you how. I went to my recipes. In my creation, I press this icon. I selected image that I want, the vertical shot for the same, and then I can start adding the details. I can add description step. I can also decide the parameters, and then I can save the recipe. The saved recipe will appear inside my creations. Now when I ask it to cook, it will start cooking. Let's move to the Chef Magic and see what happens. As you can see, it has started cooking. I'll stop this operation and let's go to my recipes, and inside my creation you see this white rice recipe that I have just uploaded. Cooking is highly personal. We want to tweak our recipes the way we want to tweak them. Sometimes you want to go back and perform that step once again. So you saute your veggies a bit more. Earlier it was cumbersome, but now with this update, you can easily go backward or even go forward with your cooking. Let me show you how. But I want to go back, so here it is. I immediately went back and the operation started. You can not only go a step back, but you can go back a few steps. You can do this via Chef Magic or your Wonderchef app. And when you go back or go forward in your steps, you can change the temperature, adjust the speed or power, and also the time during this process. Aren't these updates exciting? As I said earlier, these are our biggest updates to the Chef Magic and the Wonderchef app. And we know these are going to help you every day. So let's start cooking healthy food at home every day. Thank you.